This is my homeboy Sway's lockdown defender build. And I think it's a really good build, but the problem with this build is Sway is not really good. So he makes the build look worse than what it is. Sway gets on this build with 75 ball handle, 75 speed with ball, and be like, Sway, don't dribble. He tries to dribble. Sway, please pass the ball. He tries to throw full court passes. Sway just does whatever he wants. But I'm going to show you guys in this video how to make this build the same exact way, but with a better cap breaker combination, and that will allow you to get 85 ball handle, 86 speed with ball, and maintain the same ratings everywhere else. So here it is, the perfected version of the 6'6" lockdown defender build, and the build goes crazy. Drive dunk still goes all the way up to 89 for both pro contact dunks. That's why you get the 78 vertical. 78 vertical is what you need for silver posterizer, gold pogo, and the pro contact dunks off of 1 foot animations. But our finishing ratings also increase because we get 70 driving layup, which gives you some animations that way. And if you guys upgrade your strength, you will be able to get fearless finisher. The 70 driving layup is tied to the ball handle that goes up to an 85. We talk about that ball handle later. 70 standing dunk is what we also raise this up to. Ideally, you go 72 so you can get rise up, and that's a tier 2 badge on the 6'2", but you can't get rise up because it starts upgrading your close shot, and that becomes very expensive to upgrade your standing dunk and your close shot and stuff like that. But 70 also gives you some better dunk animations like the elite basket rim pulls and the pro basket rim pull. So although you don't get rise up, and although you can't get contact standing dunks because you're under 6'10", you still get some better animations at 70, and it's just a better rating to have. We go down here to the 3 ball. 85 3 ball gives you silver deadeye. You also get bronze limitless and some better jump shot bases. Now, I thought about showing you guys his jumper, but I promise you, you do not want to see his jumper. But you also get the sharpshooter takeover with the 75 mid-range, so that's a good thing to have there. The free throw hits that 83 threshold, so you're going to be really good at the free throw line. The pass accuracy. He likes to pass a lot with the 71. I don't think 71 is worth it, but it's not a bad range to have. This is about the lowest I would recommend. It gives you silver dimer. You know your teammates need it. You know they need it. Even on silver, they need all the help they can get. But also gives you the Paolo Banchero and the Austin Reed pass styles. Go down here to the ball handle. This is the biggest upgrade on the build. And why were we able to do this? Because we corrected the cap breaker family. This is why it's so important to know what you're doing in the builder. We manipulate the cap breakers to perfection. The ball handle goes all the way up to 85 for all the good dribble moves. You also get 86 speed with ball. That's why you want to go 6'6" and not 6'7". 6'7" lockdowns cannot get this 86 speed with ball. This gives you gold lightning launch. You could +2 this to legend. People are crying in the comp scene about double hashes and all that nonsense. Hey, no PG can even check this lockdown right here. So even you go with a pure lockdown and 99 perimeter, 99 steal, they still can't check this build unless you got a Kratos or a Batman that actually got defense, but that's a different story for another day. But 85 ball handle, all the good animations, 86 speed with ball, Zach LaVine dribble style. You're going to be zooming around the court, getting threes that way. But we go up here, we glitched out the defensive cap breakers. This is the highlight of the build. Scientifically done. 93 perimeter goes up to 99, 88 steal goes up to 99, and the block had to be lowered, the interior defense had to be lowered, so you guys spend your cap breakers, 4 here and 1 on your interior defense will get you that bronze paint patroller and silver high flying denier combination, but we maintain that 80 defensive rebounding. This 80 defensive rebounding is elite because that gives you silver box out beast, silver rebound chaser, and it allows you to switch on screens. You can actually compete down low even against the good boy builds as long as you position yourself properly and box out and time your rebounds. Now, 92 speed, 2 cap breakers right here will give you 88 agility. That gives you Hall of Fame slippery off ball, but you really want to go all the way up to 92 agility. You guys can. This will give you legend pick dodger. Right, you want to have a +1 or +2 it. You definitely got to spend at least 1 cap breaker on your agility because you do need 86 agility to get legend on ball minutes. So keep that in mind, but ideally you go all the way up to 92. I gave you guys 59 strength. If you wanted to, you could lower this down to 58. But 59 allows you to spend 2 cap breakers to get all the way up to 73. 73 will give you gold, strong handles. At 58, it'll still be 2 cap breakers, but you go up to 72. 72 will give you brick wall. But you also get bronze immovable enforcer at 71, regardless of whatever combination you go to. So overall, I think this is the perfected 6'6" lockdown defender build. The best I could make, but I'm going to show you guys some modifications you guys can make. So before I show you the build, I just want to say this real quick. I think the height 6'6", weight 195, and 6'11" wingspan is one of the best combinations in the game, regardless of role or anything. Because if you raise the weight by 1, you end up losing the speed with ball that goes up to an 86. So now you can't get gold lightning launch and you can't +2 at the legend. If you lower the wingspan by 1, you do gain +2 3 ball. So that gives you silver shifty shooter. You guys want to go 87 3 ball, but you end up losing the defense rebounding that goes up to an 80. So you can't get silver rebound chaser. So you raise the weight to try to go get the silver rebound chaser. You end up losing the gold lightning launch. So that's why I think the combination of 6'6", 195, and 6'11 is so elite, because it's precise value that you can't attain at any other combination at 6'6". Alright, so here's the build. And whenever I make these builds, I try to make them universal, right? So it could work for 5v5, it could work for 3v3, it could work for anything, right? But some of you guys only play 5v5, some of you guys only play 3v3, right? In 3v3, 2v2, whatever case may be, you don't need free throw. In 5v5, you might be like, I don't need that defensive rebounding because my power forward and my center will snag the rebounds, right? So you could lower this rebound. I would recommend you go 55. The reason why, you want to get this old board up to 70. Raising the O board can help you maintain the cap breakers, but also gives you the silver box out beast badge. And that is super important to have, even on a lockdown defender. You may not snag the rebound, but boxing out can help your power forward or center snag the rebound. So lowering this defensive rebounding helped us maintain our defensive cap breakers, because you got defensive rebounding tied to the interior and the block and all that, and then the perimeter is tied to the defensive rebounding, and the interior is tied back to the defensive rebounding. So now that we lowered this, we have a lot of stuff we can do attribute-wise, and we can actually raise our defensive attributes, because this should be like reshuffling the value within the family. So I like to raise the agility up by 2. Going up to 86 is great, so you don't need the +1 this to get legend on-ball minutes. I also like to raise the interior defense up to 60, and then raise the block up to 56 here. So your interior defense is good to go. All you need is 60 for that bronze paint patroller, and then you reduce the number of cap breakers. You don't need 4 for block, you only need 3 for block in order to get silver high flying denier and bronze paint patroller. Now you got a few points left over. I just throw them on free throw because you don't want to upgrade your interior defensive rebound or block. That would probably cause you to lose the cap breakers. So now the build is good to go, and we just turned the build from a 3v3 build into a 5v5 build. So let me know which version you guys prefer in the comment section down below, the 3v3 or the 5v5 version, and where does this lockdown defender rank compared to the other ones? You guys have not checked those out. I highly recommend you check out those videos. Ares and Odin. Ares is our perfected Grinch lockdown defender build. Odin is our perfected Kawhi Leonard lockdown defender build, and they are both fire. Is this one right here the best lockdown defender I have made? I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.